Overflows.
Deeper significance of vagina. In this series of anatomical parts of male and female, it is a pleasant morning, outer silence and the inner serenity are in deep eternal embrace. Intoxicating divine fragrance enters freely through the nostrils, joys on the breakfast table. Served with a nectarine warm beverage along with freshly fruit of trust, a unique blend of nutritious nuts as understanding. Felt to invite you to join me in this celebration. Will you share the moment with me? Let us share. Indeed, vagina is life-giving organ, symbol of creativity. That means it has deeper significance. And what is this deeper significance of vagina? Vagina is a significant portal, a doorway, gate to other entrance, specifically a larger and imposing one, spiritual transformation, especially through the lens of tantras. It teaches that sexual energy can be used as a spiritual practice instead of being suppressed. Remember, when sexual union is practiced as a form of worship, could lead to spiritual liberation by allowing individuals to experience ecstasy, unity, and a deep connection with life itself. This tantric approach challenges traditional religious path that sees sexuality as something to be renounced for enlightenment. Yoni or vagina is less sensitive compared to the clitoris and clitoris bulb because as the birth canal, it needs to endure the pain of childbirth without being as acutely sensitive as other sensual sexual organs. Clitoris bulb, also known as the bulbs of the vestibule, are two elongated masses of erectile tissues located on either side of the vaginal opening. They are considered part of the eternal or root structure of the clitoris and engorge with blood during sexual arousal. This continues This contributes to erection and lubrication that sit on either side of the vaginal opening deep to the labia minora. They are spongy erectile tissues that is united at the front by a narrow band and have a posterior end that contacts greater vestibular glands. During arousal, they fill with blood. This causes them to swell. This process contributes to the overall erection of the clitoris and helps compress the greater vestibular glands which secrete lubricating mucus. Anatomically, they are considered part of the root of clitoris along with legs of the clitoris which anchor it to the pelvic bone. During arousal, the yoni lengthens and expands, leading to an intense desire for penetration. sexual energy is a path to spiritual growth through practices like Tantra, which is a spiritual discipline for spiritual expression rather than indulgence. Both male and female spiritual energies differ from one another. A woman could attain enlightenment only through a man, while a man could only give birth to a child through a woman. The cervix is a highly sensitive erogenous zone. It offers women the possibility to open to multiple orgasmic state and to a deep experience of her goddess nature. The yoni has its own masterful intelligence, and the portrayal of the cervix will not reveal its full potential unless the sexual arousal between the male and female is of a high enough caliber and quality. When the conditions are right for a deep sexual union, the woman will be capitulated into ecstasy state, which causes her brain to shut down its rational aspects. In these moments of deepest surrender, she experiences her eternal divinity. She knows herself to be the goddess. Only the man does not. The tantric sexual secret is hidden in the cervical union of lingam and yoni. When the tip of the lingam kisses the cervix in just the right way, an amazing transmission and transmutation happens. When the tip of the lingam kisses the cervix in just the right way, an amazing transmission and transmutation happens. The tip of the lingam transforms from a giver to receiver and begins drinking the offering of nectar from the womb. The tip of the lingam transforms from giver to receiver and begins drinking the offering of the nectar from the womb. The cervix becomes the giver, offering a profound transmission of power of Shakti to her Shiva. This in turn gives rise to what is called tantric circle, wherein male and female becomes a spinning wheel of yin and yang and may forget who is male and who is female. Sometimes the male becomes the female, the other times the vice versa happens. This state of openness is what is sought in each sexual meeting, whether the lovers know it or not. In the sacral area, there are many acupressure points linked to the glandular system of the brain. These points are also connected to nerves linked to brain, spine, and genitals. One such nerve in the center of the sacrum functions as the trigger for orgasm. Once full arousal has happened, it, if someone has a stagnation in his or her sacral area or lower spine, it may be difficult to attain to achieve orgasm. while lovers begin engaging in sexual play, it is very helpful to include massage of the sacrum as a way of opening up orgasmic potential for both man and woman. When a woman is aroused only locally, directly on and around her outer clitoris, she may have a more localized and less fulfilling orgasm. I repeat, when a woman is aroused only locally, directly on and around her outer clitoris, the word is outer clitoris, she may have a more localized and less fulfilling orgasm. If her arousal spreads deeper inside her clitoris network, the entire clitoris network, and she attains full erection of all clitoris tissues of her genitals, both inner and outer, she will have more ecstatic orgasms which are deeply fulfilling. For the portal of the goddess to be opened within, for the woman to experience full body orgasm, there is a protocol to follow. I repeat this. If her arousal spreads deeper inside her clitoris network, the entire clitoris network, and she attains full erection of an erectile tissue of her genitals, both inner and outer, she will have more ecstatic orgasms, which are deeply fulfilling for the portal of the goddess to be opened within, for the portal of the goddess to be opened within, and for the woman to experience full body orgasm. There is a protocol to follow. The clitoris has no endings that arrive to this erogenous zone from all over the body. For full arousal to be experienced, the woman will need full body activation. She has the potential for such a level of excitement that her entire body will feel as if it is one giant clitoris. Her entire body has become clitoris and begins to vibrate. This happens when all the nerve endings of the clitoris are awakened in their connectivity to all other parts of the body and consciousness, including the glandular system of the brain. Then the woman experiences the full body orgasm. Sometimes it happens a certain part of the body vibrates in a particular rhythm while the other remains passive. This happens in deep, eternal sexual embrace. Enough for now, but the talk continues.